Alright guys, here's the deal. Today I'm going to teach you how to make the ultimate Slurpee. Not just any Slurpee, but the best Slurpee that you can ever have. So the first step is to come to a 7-Eleven, because we don't want Slushies, we don't want Icees, we don't want any of that fake crap. We want the real deal Slurpee. The first step when you get inside is to pick what size cup you want. I go with the extra large cup just because I want the most bang for my buck. Then you gotta select your flavor. I go with Coca-Cola Classic because it's the original and I love it. Then fill it up. Obvious. I like to fill it up with the top off, so it just speeds up the process. Get the most in there as quick as you can. Make sure you don't overflow it, because then you just got a mess on your hands. Select the size top, fit your cup. Pretty simple. Big cup, big top. Go put it on. Now you got your Slurpee top on. You can fill it up the rest of the way, all the way to the tippy top. Now you've got a beautiful full Slurpee you can take home with you. First, make sure you grab your Slurpee straw before you head over to pay. Slurpee straws are very important because of the spoon on the end. Alright, so now we have our Slurpee. We're back in the car. We got to get home for the second ingredient. It's not just the Slurpee. It's the ultimate Slurpee. I told you that. So you need another ingredient. Now you want to hurry home so the Slurpee doesn't melt too much. A good trick I've found is if you point the AC vents directly at your Slurpee, it'll help keep it cool so that it won't melt too much. A little bit of melting is fine, but you don't want to melt too much. Okay, so now we hurried home, of course, making sure to stay within all driving and speed limits. But we made it home just in time. Our Slurpee is about the perfect amount of melt to allow us the room for what we need to happen next. The second ingredient I was telling you about. Gummy worms. Gummy worms. I prefer the Great Value mini worms. I get them at Walmart. But you can use any kind of gummy bears, worms, whatever. NASCARs, dinosaurs, whatever you prefer. I like these because they're the perfect size for snacking. You can just grab the one, pop it in your mouth, and you're good to go. So now, all we need to do is get the gummy worms into the Slurpee. So we remove the top, and that perfect amount of melt that I was telling you about allows us the room to put in the gummy worms. So here's what you do. Put the gummy worms in, use the straw to plunge them down. Push them down to the bottom, middle, whatever you prefer. Make room for more gummy worms on the top. And you repeat until the amount of gummy worms that you like is in the Slurpee. I, personally, I go almost the whole bag. I leave a few gummy worms out, just to snack. But if you just place them like that, like so, you can push them down, and they get into the Slurpee. If they fall out, no big deal. You're on a clean counter, right? So you just push them back in. See if you get a little build up like that, you can just move it around. And oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, we're losing a lot of worms today. It's alright. Boom. Back in. Alright, here's my 3 that I'm going to leave out. Gotta make sure the bag is empty. Can't leave any soldiers behind. Boom. There we go. As you can see, I have a good dispersion here. I've got some worms all the way down at the bottom. Some hanging out in the middle. A couple peeking around at the top. And then, what you do, drink the Slurpee, eat a couple worms. Slurpee will make the worms cold, tasty. The worms give a little bit of a fruity flavor to the Slurpee. It's just the best snack any person can ask for. And I hope you guys enjoy. Have fun.